Microphone check. Microphone check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hear me, here. Can I hear? Can you hear? Hello, collective. All right, this is Divinely Godly. Chosen Star Seed, spiritually, 7, 7, and 7. That's about the world. The world, number 21. To be seen as influencing, giving out information to such and such. To be seen in the world. And you have has been guided to do things in this world. So the energy, every time I'm about energy, everybody know energy is either not doing their part of their classroom and not telling what classroom it is. Energy is energy. It's your source. Source is source that gave an image of source and been given, and you become the source. You're the one who drives it in this chariot energy. Okay? You're the one. Now behind it is villains. Somebody always been watching all the time. And then if we say negative energy, then we're not really being true. You have to have the light and the dark to get to understand the balance of it. And you have it, if that makes sense, left and right. Alright, so I've already pulled the card. You can see I got my hands in here. These hands is the reason for all of the season. And what you do daily is going to give a karma effect, or it's going to be justice. So that means that strong energy with your hands can always be good or bad. Fingers, if that makes sense. And the reason why I'm showing hands is a reason. It's got to do with Pluto. Pluto not, or Pluto yes. And what's the reason about that 8th house with the stinging? Has a lot to revealing of it, and the veiling of the veils, villains and veils, to get the understanding about the stinging. Okay? Get understanding. Wake you up to remember. REM got to do with subconscious and things from past life. In order to be in this energy, to get understanding about you, you would sleep for a long time. Now you wakey, and wakey in do dark. Do in dark. Makes sense. All right. One thing I don't never know what I'm gonna say. Is it being controlled, or something behind the scene, or is it that you are driving, or somebody is driving and you think you're driving your own chariot? Does that make sense? Okay. So normally this is a moon here, the flower moon, and today I pulled the cards and tried to see if everything is connected and balanced, but it is what it is. Let's start with this one. This one here is the gazelle. Gazelle is a white gazelle. It could be any gazelle, but it is, a gazelle has to do with a deer. Deer has to do with the energy of the Empress energy, right? Okay, and that is abundance. I mean, abundance is wealth. Okay, that's the energy. And it has to do with fruits. Fruits has things to put in the ground. It means that in that is in the earth. Okay, that you put in the seeds. You're building. Alright? So the gazelle also has a lot to do with traveling, destination, travels, past life, come back, rebirth, death, rebirth, bring new. And we shine a light in it. Okay? Now, colors is necessarily is the color purple. You know, when I said about the color purple. Oh, man. See that? These are wine. It's wine. Don't mess with my wine. Okay? Purple energy. Arcades. You might remember that in the 1980s. Techo. That's the energy. Pink and yellow. Okay? And that's nostalgia. And this one is the colors, right? Like it's all in order. Pink. Peackcock energy. Oshun. Orishas. Juno. Same energy. Abundance. Okay? That means wealth. Feminine of the function of what we do. Okay? Masculine and female. Masculine and the feminine, or masculine be able to do the energy of that. That's function as well. You know, the woman is the booty. You know, booty is commerce, if that makes sense. Got B energy. Still got the same thing. They give you some information. They give you Isis. Okay, they give you the energy of that. Give you Sheba. They give you the energy. They give you also is another, we'll call it Khalifa energy. I got an alligator. I got a lot of information. They give you back to reptiles. And alligators is one of the oldest reptile, one of them. Besides of dinosaurs, what they call dinosaurs, we call them dragons. Okay. Give you snake energy, serpent energy. But also is eldest. Got a lot to do with the coast, the alligators in the whole world. So, how many cards I got in here? I see, looks like I got 6 again, y'all. 6 again, back in the energy. 6 is, that is Gemini. We're in Gemini. Then number 6 is twins, right? Twin is connection to something, okay? It's family, friends, and others. Community, that means who you connected with. Also give you the energy of the 6 has to do with work, okay? And this is about a building of new ideas, and you building, right, to manifestation is what it is. But also it goes with that energy. 6 and 7 goes into that energy of Cancer. So that is the beginning of 21, and 21 is either going to be summer or December. So then we got the 69. 69 is going to give you that, which is we call it the beginning of summer, and it goes across to December 21, which will be the winter. So you're given the phases of things, right? The phases of it. So 69 is going to give you that 15, which is going to give you what? Goat energy, Capricorn energy. Be you about earthly things, which will be Capricorn, which will be Taurus and Virgo energy. Earthly matters. That means what you build as a person that's a chariot. You the one, the big boss energy. Makes sense. Everything connect. You know, it is. But all the orange, you got purple, yellow, and pink. You got orange and yellow. And really, the blue is in here. It's telling you about the peacock. That's the energy. Still back as the feminine energy, the bee. You know, the Taurus energy going to the Gemini, the BBB. So that means she's the queen. This a lot deal with the coast, if that makes sense. Alligator energy. So let's go here and scoot it over here a little bit so we can see it's 6. Now, the cards that I have here is the BuzzFeed Oracle cards. Now, it's like a buzz. Communication. You know, if you're doing any type of customer service representative, if you ever go, like, come in and when everybody's talking, then you can hear if you're real quiet, you can hear it go bzzz, you can hear the communication. Then that is the worker bees. That means communication. So this influencing and influencer. Understand that we're also about being without the glasses. Now, it's mean, can you see? Then on behind it, it is mask on mask. If that makes sense. We got some Zorro energy with mask on mask. That's shadow type of moon, you know. So we're in the flower moon, then you understand about the shadow part too. It's going to tell you that it's going to be illuminated. Also, it's going to tell you that it's hidden or it's something in the shadow. Shadow has to do with subconscious into the light. So this is what we're here. It's a balance. It's not just doing all shadow and be negative about it. It's not really negative. It's the thoughts that you think it is. Makes sense. Okay, I got an oracle of Pluto. And why Pluto not? Why Pluto not? Why is the planet this small? It has to do with the energy of stinging, which will give you the Scorpio energy. So make it sense. It's like I could be here all day talking about one thing, but everybody's like we all is under student, you know. And some people are teaching, but sometimes it's like you're really the teacher, but you are in the classroom because the energy has been placed as back room. All right, you're a teacher, but you're in the back room. Does that make sense? Nope. But that's the mask on mask. Because if you're a teacher, you should be in to be seen, and not to be, you're a teacher, but in the classroom too. But it's like you're behind of it. That means somebody's using your energy, and you're the teacher, but you feel like you behind. Does that make sense? It's like a stalling energy of stucky yucky. That you're the influencer, but you're a teacher. All right, you're a staff, you're a shaman, you're the one that is the magician, right? And that you feel like you're in a stuck position because it's something stuck or something causing problem where you're not to be in the energy of 21 is the perception that you, or the world deception. You're not to be seen, but your put is low. Does that make sense? It's like rich and poor, okay? But it's like you think that you're influencing, but the energy is going to the back seat up under the mask of the villains. It's like the Batman energy, Joker energy, Vicky Vale. So these are cards that I have. First one is, well, I ain't gonna say the first because there's a lot of it. So I got the flying monkeys. Ooh wee, motorcycle, stinky. But you know what that is with trails, but it gives you family. It's a BET family plan, and it has the trials and location. So that gives you that information. So that's the Wiz. That is the energy of dark. Like it's like the darkness. You got the witch, and then it's like you got the dark witch and you got the light witch. Then you got the monkeys. That's trails. Then you got the Tin Man. Then you got the Scarecrow and the lion. All right. Then you have the Empress energy, which will be the Leo, will be the lion and the king, and be like the Empress and the king. This is the energy. Okay. So now you got the Lucifer that has the Satan. It is the Midas, or it's the highest. It's the Midas Serpent, which is the fallen angel. Right? You got that. I know. And the other one is we got the elements, the 5 elements. It's your computer brain, plot, and the 23rd is the 23rd today. It's 2/3, which has to do with 5. Breaks it down to number 5. 5 is numerology. Okay, that's the wolf energy, wolfy. Okay, it's got to do with veiling, hunt, and hunter or hunted. It's the survival of the planet. It has Earth, special force. I got Dallas Joins recover 4. It's the mystical stones. It's the I guess let's call it malevolent. It's the cosmic entity. Well, they tell me about the energy of what is called Jolie. It's the movie, and I think it's like 2 or 3 of them. You can go on Disney and it's give you the information of what the darkness of the energy. It's like hidden knowledge, you know, but it's like everybody has it, but it's hidden. It's something that's like to bring on both sides. It's like at a point in time the light, and then you got dark wing. But my understanding is both, if that makes sense. It depends on your thoughts, how you feel about it. Okay, number 4 is energy. 4 has to do with the land. Number 4 to me is the plant. It is number 4. 4 is the family plan, right? In. That means either gonna be positivity or it's gonna be negativity with it. Okay. But I also give you a history of 1980s movies and songs, give you a lot of information what's going on with this energy of virtual reality. It gives you technology and also destruction and destructive. It has to do with the dyspine, or what it is a dis. This means something that is division and distant. It has the force that is I call it threatens every aspect, and this is about of our reality. Technoid has to do with Houdini, nut, thriller, science fiction. This has a lot to do with movies, but also talking about aspect, because aspect is a person, individual, anything, person, place, and thing. And what is the energy? Aspect is energy. Energies is the source. What you put in, and it's the is electric. It is energy. Okay, that means that we went from one thing now back as I say money coming from the tree, knowing that's how it is. It's burnt sometimes for reason. Try to clean slate, if that makes sense, or either put things underground to make things clean. Okay, with dirty hands. Okay, now we're in from one as at a time of age. Now we're in energy. Now we went from, like I say, cash, commerce, money, and coins, and gold. But to be honest with you, gold has always been number one, and never will never leave, because the gold is the it's been given its elements of it, right? Because the 5 elements is all about that. And that means what's under the ground. That has to do with stones. It has to do with why so many people using of the stones. Stones was already been given, but in different things has been used improper. Okay, improper cause problems. If you watch the movie 5 Elements, then you get the understanding what the gold and what was the blowing of different things, right? You get that understanding about the individual of the psyche abilities that they have, plus of different of the elements that's needed in order to be as survival. That's the reason why we got the kingdoms and the apes. The apes is here for a reason. They had to bring that. They had to bring this right here, nostalgia. That has to do with techie knowledge, right? Technology. It's tech up. If that makes sense, get with Dallas. Tech up. Tech up got to do with the monuments of different of kingdoms. We're all together, connected to all of it. Okay? Tech a. So different of kingdoms, right? We have the tiger energy. Understand that we had before we had the energy, which is Chinese, is there are different types of the traditional cultures. Okay, that's a lot of energy. Okay, so we went from abundance with rabbits everywhere. Now you have 2 rabbits, they together in pairs, give you of that twin of connection of twins, which would be Gemini, which we're in that energy right now, which has a lot to do with the function of family of the women, right? So that connecting of birthing, okay? So now abundance and all of that. So now I seen 2 pairs, and it was about escape. Number 4 I've seen now. So when I say, when you look up, you're supposed to look up to see what's going on. That to keep you to know the airy in the order. It's like an order in court. It's the court of the law principalities of the earth. It's to give out the information. So there it is. I'm gonna give it out. Number 4 is either it is has to do with the land and whatever the monument. But also when that line go across like that, that means you have a way, is a door open to come out of whatever the energy, or you're in a position that means you travel to the next destination. Is what that is. Now I've seen that, when you pay attention to the dogs and the dogs start doing things on the ground, that's what you're supposed to pay attention, because they give it a message. And that had to do with shadow. Shadow has to do with the issue, and also has the person that is the animal. And that's going to tell you what's really going on. If a dog doing that, it's because they are listening what is being told. All right, so that you have to pay attention. And I got 20 minutes in that. That's a self-realization of that on 44, on that protection on that. That 4 and 4 gonna give you back to that 8, 4 doors, 2 doors are double. So that's for somebody. So that's the collective. That is masculine, feminine. It's a time where a place that you travel to the disconnect. Wait, there it is. Desk. All right, makes sense. That's destination. Going to the next. All right, traveling into the, and like I said, it's an escape, run, or to be able to get up out of something. Okay, now mine is the monitor. It is called Minority Report. Is the movies that got the Tom Cruise. That's the movies. He's a Cancer. Okay, he's a Cancer in that he is the one is the chariot. He's the one that drives it. Also, the movie's gonna tell you about the character. Okay, Vanilla Sky gonna give you that information. I've seen that. All his movies. Okay, but this particular one had to do with claircognition, what they call cognition. That means to do with your brain. Your brain has to do with your Akashic records, and also has to do with the purple, since we got all the purple in here, and giving you the information, the energy of the sacral, of the chakra, which would be in the elements. I believe that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I believe even that in 5 and 6, orange and yellow. That's the stomach. So that gives you some information. What's really going on? Colors mean everything. Okay. Also, you got clairsentiment or clairaudience. It's psychic, seers, and your unique abilities. All right. So also gonna give you that pre-ahead shadow, and gives you wicked. A lot of little stuff on in here now. This is positive and negative. But understand wicked too when you overdo it. So that is like pre-ahead. That some of the psychic abilities are way ahead. And what's the reason for all of that? Is to see what's finna happen, because everybody don't have the abilities. That means that some people have that foggy, and sometimes being connected to other people causing you foggy. And why is that? That means they are interfere of your dream state. That means they're controlling of the dreams, or either they stalling your abilities of your own gifts. There we is when the villains, we got mask on mask. Okay, like I said, the house is for knowledge. It's about your psychic abilities of a time of age of Aquarius, and that cause problems if somebody interfere of your own realm. Okay, they're controlling you. That means that you're the destination, can turn the wheel, as this is all about the wheel of the fortune, and you're turning it how you feel. That's gonna cause the energy. Some people are here to do things in this world, but sometimes are being used and abused and cause problems, and either that energy will turn it another way. Okay, if you're doing it improper, and that could be toward to an individual or a collective or whoever, masculine or feminine. Okay, it can turn another way. It could turn it all the way upside down, because somebody's caused the tilting for reason, because they said it's their time. Right? Time is a stop for something. That means it's turning. All right? It's about time of the wheel. That has a lot to do with Ezekiel wheel. Has something to do with the things that we watch as they give you the Panther movie, which will be as what we call it. Most of these are Disney movies, but this is about The villains of different things for the Disney is finna get it in a minute. I think it start with the H. Marvel, there it is. Marvel. You get Marvel energy. So those information like the Marvel, think Thor and all of that, is gonna give you that wall, which it is. That's the main thing it is. Anything it's hanging around, which I got an emperor right here, and it's hanging around. It's like the gate just hanging, you know, just watching. You know, if that resonates to somebody, it's an emperor, which is gonna give you that energy twin to somebody, or just watching. It's like somebody, I got you. That means that you had the position and they no longer anymore. Now I'm the position. That's what the chief on the seat. So they're gonna give you chords, wires, tap, and probe, and that is what's on the mask on the villains, because if they are watching, that's a zero energy. If you know what zero 1980s, okay, that's what's going on here. Okay, you know you messed up. That's the movies. If you watch that, that's going to tell you. I believe that's what's the movie? I think. Wait a minute, I'm trying to get it. It's in the '90s movies, and I cannot believe it. No, this is one of the movies I like, and it's like we'll get it back. I get back to it. But this is when the detective, and he basically, both of them they robbed, right, a store, and basically they had some trails that was left, right, and so one of the other person is trying to tell us, look, this is detective, and he got caught. So the video, it was I believe it was a Chinese stores, and they shot the man and the woman, and then that surveillance is what is about the video camera, and then there it is. You know you messed up, right? So he's up here talking about. So the other, I forgot his name on the movie. He was so scared. He started stuttering. He's like da 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 da. Ah! And he's like, you know you done messed up, right? The F word, you know, the F word. You know you done messed up. That is the energy. You got the 444 That's the hertz again. Give you the information, energy. That's what it is. Powerful angel, frequencies, combo, and benefits. What that is the frequency. We're talking about frequency. Hertz is frequency. So 432, 444 9, which that is the energy, really, because everything a 9 is going to always come back to an end. N is always going to keep coming to end of what really it is. It means death and rebirth. End of a number, right? So also give you a lot of 9 could be positive too, because it'd be abundance too. Understand that, right? So given that the information is better, it's with the meditation and frequencies, meditation and putting your things up, building yourself, right? This is time with the moon to be proper, not improper, not to use and abuse the other people's and harm another person. It is improper to build yourself, not to be putting all your energy toward another one, trying to stall another one that they can't go to the next. That is improper and wicked as hell, okay? That is a lot of things of the villains, because that's what they do, okay? They got exposed, stolen money, and shame achievements, right? It has right here. See? And it's fraudulent. And it has to family. It's like it's got family in here. The BT, it's about the family in. It's what it is. It's a doppelganger stalker, smear campaigns, covets, and all braided. Harvest energy and spirit attacks angels. That means anything is an angel. Understand, we all now, when we say, hey, I've been chosen, selected, but everybody is. That's the thing. You choose on your choices. It's a witch. Witch is a person's choices. You could be a good one, a black one, or a white one. But my point of it is both of them is still good. Because if they have a dark one, it means they bringing balance in it. If you a light, you bringing balance in it. It's still of a person individually what you choose, and that and your thoughts and everything else. But if they're in your thoughts, it's your cock, where'd it go? A cock. See, all this energy of your ancestor is speaking a cock. Okay, so that means that energy of strong magic, and that is the person is the one as the magician, and that is what's really going on. Okay, that means you have something that is a disco. It could a person that like to dance, and they use of the dancers in dreams for the villains for a, or to take away. If you have foggy, there's somebody around connection stopping your stuff. Okay, there's somebody trying to in front of your will. They trying to tap on your stuff, slowing you down. Okay, Angel, another 888 again. Let's give you the information. It's seasoned. You've been burnt. You know, a person that cook. This is gonna give you their energy. This is a person that know how to cook. This is Cancer energy. Uh, a Cancer can cook. Okay, just be there. I'm just saying because they gonna burn. That's a person very seasoned. That means they gonna burn. So in those days, back in the day, especially soul food, they gonna tell you, oh, she's a soul food. She's Frenchy. She Indian. Okay, she's Romy. She's German. Oh, she's Dutch. Oh, she's Scotland. Let me see. Oh, African. It's like cultures. Anything I'm missing? Not. I mean, we the whole world. That means a person that know how to burn, a chief. You know what I'm saying? A person is a one who cooks. Okay, all right. So with the chef and a chief gonna give you the information. Chief gonna give you a person that is a shaman. Okay, a shaman in that cooks. That means a person that has mastered it. Okay, so that information is gonna give you somebody seasoned. It's a veteran with that. That means somebody has been some old energy. That's like some old, like from passed down a long time ago. Still have that season of that burning rebirth. It's something that's died and rebirth, and they give you that I give you a butterfly transform. Okay, so that could also give you. It's powerful too. And repeating of a number is about yourself, master and manifestor, fasting and fastor. So that means sometimes you might have to take off the plate. It could be as food, or also you could be the hunter, and you might have to take off the plates and remove the hunt for a minute, or you gotta watch one that's already hunting you, if that resonates. So we got the fire trials. That means on targeted, not the store, but it is what to be. It's like fire trials on target, not the store, but it is It's want to be saved. It's like don't save her. She don't want to be saved, right? That's the energy that I get that. So that means your LLC. You're learning about different things about building your store and how to rebuild your manifestation. That means that you put in the ground, you start doing things. You put it in there in the physical part, do your part in the inside house, do inside out, and all your elements will give you all of 5, right? That means what you need to do. Okay, and if somebody is stalling it, it's because of your psychic abilities that you have. We all have it. When you say chosen, you all are chosen. Who said not? That's when we got problems. That's when you got the villains. You get all this attachments to stuff. You know, taking your energy from source to other people while you can't because somebody pulled yours. You foggy. You don't know which what to do. Okay, you ain't been acting like that. Well, all of a sudden you start, because somebody has, what they say, oh, I won. Because if a challenge of this is because somebody was in a war and didn't even know it. And then the other one take the other part. It's the Taurus in that tortoise and the rabbit. But at the end, the Taurus won. That's what got the alligator right here. So that means the faster the person doing and the other one is slow, but at the end the Taurus won. Taurus got to do with that American, United States. Okay, so that's where I'm saying it is this here. If this individual, this may be, significant or resonates to what I'm talking about. That's an aspect. That means it has to do with turtle island. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we got an authentic mobile device. That's a voucher. That's still about the LLC. Somebody gonna take your stuff and put in your own stuff. There it is, and you wonder why you ain't receiving something. There it is again. It's got that that author. That means somebody is author over stuff, and they also give you that Pisces energy, which is gonna be two fish. You know, two fish is duality and it's constantly rotation. That's gonna give you that, and that's in somebody's house. That means if an author Pisces on that energy, and somebody may be significant on that. Okay, so that I got a Saturn return energy. So somebody's getting a return that has to do in your natal chart or whatever it's your horoscope, or what if you look astrology number 12 house, it's going to tell you that it's going to be a 12 Pisces in a 4th house, and you can go look what that is about, your individual, your aspect, if you want that. So I got a 220 in here, eclipse 224, which is eclipse, right? That this is going to give you what's in line. This could be particular at a per time. You know, 1980s was a eclipse, solar eclipse of 1989. Go get the information of your different type of degrees. It's gonna tell you who's the one gonna get the solar return. Okay, it's gonna give you a Jupiter return. Oh, also Uranus energy as well. So that's gonna give you all this information. This got to do with the shadow dominant. See, it's the 4. That there is influencer. Like somebody is coming out of one position and coming out another house. That is a family, friends. It's like the plan form. It's a door to coming out of there. Anyway, it is what it is. I got Wiz, the Wiz. It says thewizjustforyou.com. Okay, so you got something with this particular that is overshadow dominant influence. This is the energy of the eclipse has been aligned. Also give you what that is, the time of age of Aquarius. Okay, that's the energy. So archetypes and energies. Okay, it's a shadowing though. That's got that Pluto energy. That give you that stingy of that, which is this right here. The gazelle. I get to meet Tina Marie. Okay, also give you that. I believe she's Aquarius. If she's not a Taurus, excuse me, that's Rick James energy. So that's a twin, which that has to do with twin has to do with Gemini, right? That means people that are used to be together for music and whatever they were doing a long time ago, and plus they've been past. So it means past, giving that information because the first card was past. Number 1 is always past, present, and future. So this right here is what's going on. So let's get back here again, which give you the gazelle. It is the magician creates, and that is past, right? Then you give the information that I give you the colors is the present. That's wine. Cheers to you. That means your Saturn return, Jupiter, Uranus, all this is about you. It's been degrees. It's all in line. It's for you. This is the collective celebration. I say Ashe, Amen, Grand Rising, Grand Cycle. I say hallelujah. I say all the things of the cultures, traditions that's been bestowed. Celebration. It's time for that. All right. So that's the present, and all the other 4 cards that I give you. This is the future that is around. It's gonna surround it. It's like a cycle of it. Okay, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna do that one. Okay. I did that one. Okay, I think I've done everything. Let's see. Make sure. Okay. Oh, Vickyville. I did Vickyville. The elements and Lucifer. Okay, got that. The flying monkeys. I think, oh, okay, here it is. This one is left rear back. And it says right here. That's going to give you due to what's behind the chariot. Heavy, heavy, heavy. B energy. This got to be Beyonce energy. That's about the dream girls. So that means if the left right back due to what's behind the chariot is heavy, heavy. B energy. That give you the B energy in animals. Give you that right there. That means to me a bee is really an insect. But my understanding, bee is a queen, right? So the energy, that's why all the tarot cards, if they have anything to do with artists, she's number 3 on in there, right? So you know what's really going on. It's got a lot of heavy on here. Some heavy, too heavy on one side, and it should be balanced, all right? Too heavy on one side, and that's the left side, if that resonates with somebody. Sometimes, you know, when you have clairaudience and clear cognition, okay, we're talking about the computer. You're on the computer. You don't is what it is, okay. But when you have that energy, and certain people don't want you to put in a position as that psychic abilities because you expose it all. You don't like that shit. They don't like that. But I say it like this: Hey, be true. Whatever you do in this life, be true to it. Don't be sitting up here and say you ain't true. Be true at all times. Then ain't no worry about nothing be hidden things. But when this energy that everything that's been hidden will come out, baby. It's a time for everything. You know, like I say time's up. Time's up for all of it. How about that? You can't be hiding anymore. It's out here. Everything out here. You can't. It's like, I mean, when I say your drawers gonna fall down, what you gonna go back as naked and naked as me? Who told you you was naked? That's what's when they energy. Who told you was naked? Naked come in and naked will go back in there. If that makes sense. They Lord, I tell you, Lord with the not the Lord, which it is about your individual, because you're the Lord's, but also got Lord, Law. You the law and the Lord all at the same time. Then you give the energy with their energies over that. That's gonna give you number 4 again. 4 is the Emperor. And we influence it. Look. And got that, look at this, Archangel. You got Gabriel. That's a feminine angel, is it's like described as having 140 pairs of wings. You know how many? That's a lot. Somebody said, wait a minute. Got that energy. Well, then you already know what that is, baby boy. Got that energy. Wait a minute. That is who she is. If they got to do with that empire, that energy. All right. So what I'm giving you, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So just imagine 7th house, 8th house, 9th house, 10th house. So 7th house is gonna give you the, I call that's relationships. That's gonna give you Libra in that house though. Okay, that's the house of astrology. So what I'm giving you, 8th house, 9th house, 10th house. Also, I'm gonna give you the horoscopes too. So I'm gonna give you Cancer, Leo, and Sagittarius and Capricorn. All right, so that could be coincidence or that resonates on these signs, right? That horoscope that we do, okay, natal charts and all that astrology. So also it says shout loud, shout, victor, not a victim, but the villains is always around. Batman, Joker, and Vicky Vale. All right. So this is what I do. I try to the cards that I pulled out, and this is the Oracle of Pluto, and I guess the BuzzFeed Oracle cards, and I put all this information, and then it's going to tie down to whatever that is the energy. Then you know you're doing your work. So the only thing about one thing I say about the first thing, a past life, there's other people that's passed. I have lost some person that I really loved, and so it's kind of like, you know, past is like they transform to something else, you know, but you love them. Now past gonna give you a time of things, and it's gonna be, it's past, present, and future, and in rotation. The past is the past of what they call the South Node and energy. But we supposed to learn from it, from the past, and you go toward the north. And the north, if they're gonna give you that node got to do with your brain. Your nod is your conscious record, so what it means is your brain, which is your own computer. Okay, so now I don't know. It's just the energy gives you that watery It's going to give you the Queen and Empress energy, Priestess, Shamans, Priest. And then number 5 going to give you those elements that we're dealing with marriages, right? It means stuff that's connected to. And also give you that birthing, having babies, you know, and birthing ideas. Um, and you're the magician. And those of the poets of the philosophies of all the P's, strong P's of the artists, artistes, lyrically, uh, Rick James and Tina Marie. Okay, so it is a connection of the energy aspects of things. So that means a person that writes. So now, you see anything else in here? I'm always finding something that brings balance and all. And it's the Deja. It's what Deja. So the song is Deja. You know, I say D. D is the divine in Jah. Jah will be Yah. They give you information about Yamin. Give you cultures and traditions from all of it. We got all of it. We all within our. We have it all. You know, you only got one. No, you figured out it's a whole lot that's been passed from your ancestry of traditional cultures. We got it. You know, that's a lot. You know, so like I said, we just who we are. You know, for 490,000, give you of a dead and rebirth of transformation of fingerprints. Remember I started with the fingers? Fingerprints. Now this one is fingerprints and snowflakes are not only things unique. Okay, what that means? That means it's printed, marked for reasons. Alright? In its quantities, or it was twice, so intuition is that's the point about the unique and qualities, right? Let's see, rich and poor, used as a queen before, you know. Flower moon, giving that flower moon of the energy of Juno, of different of speech, of I call it languages, right? And how we the sounds how we speak and certain things cause problems. And what it is certain people have different languages and a person will knock it because of unique of skills of how you speak. And they make you small because you're not like everybody. But those people, some people will look as the uniqueness of a person and use it and abuse it too. So as a white gazelle is something as the lyrically you'll get to understand it. And you'll pay attention. You can go find the lyrics on YouTube. Then you see how stuff connected back to what you're really doing now. Who you are. You know what I'm saying? It connects to that. All right. So divinely guided, chosen, star seed, spiritually, 777. It gives you all of it. It's a line. Crimes and dirty put away. So right here, I got this one here. I got this one like I'm gonna get you sucker, you MFer, you dirty MFer. Don't you say that. It's like, don't say that. That's a bad word. Well, bad has to do with, is it wicked? Bad is wicked, yeah it is. But also, not necessarily. It's just it's another person's thought, perception. It's bad, but it ain't. It makes sense because a person is trying to challenge you. That means if a person did they want or not, then others say it's bad, then it's jealous or zealous and all the same. It's a challenge of a Sandman. Dust is all over in a dust energy. That's gonna give you some another. I guess that is the movie, Disney movie again. We in fantasy, so we Fantasia. She's out here now. You know her energy is out here. We got the color of purple, Fantasia energy. Give me Disney, and it's gonna tell you everything here. So all of that, I believe that is the Chronicles of Nara, of that. Okay, if that makes sense. I have let's see. It's about, okay, so the dirty, the movie on there from 1988, they give you the energy. We got 1980s movies and the artists, and it give you all the lyrics of music, okay? That's that Clairaudience, right? So also gonna give you the colors too. Orange and that orange energy of crimes, you know, come on, that got to do with orange. Orange got to do with prison, right? And I think I started all week was talking about pardon, warden, and that is the people that's in a prison. If you're gonna be in a prison, a person warden is in there with you. So y'all, we all fall together with crimes, right? We all in it. Give you that Batman energy, Joker, and villains, and also Vicky Vale. All right, purple energy, Prince. Here we go again. Tin wheel again. Cases. It's like the wheel of fortune and the cases, right? So it's a case of villains, and we got Chicago energy going on in here. Got the Marvel energy. All right. So, it's different things. Okay, I want to give this. It's this. I'm gonna give you this energy of transmission. Energies is source. You're the source. Okay, some things is plugging from you. Uh, is it or is I say? Is I baby. I'll put like a little bit of Scooby Dooby energy right there. Is I give you Isis energy again. There it go. So that energy, Empress energy, is here. I mean, it's strong too with this flower moon. I'm telling you, you got different phases of four of the different types of full moons. Go look on it, right? Okay, it says right here, it is transmitting their energy, emotions, and ideas in others, influencing. That seems all connected here. We are in the energy of spring, second volume, Gemini in there as well. Give you Taurus Gemini, okay, generation. There it is again. Taurus energy, generations of past. All right, with trees of ancestries. This is what is in here, okay? Multiple with that air communication of influencing is all together. There it is. But it is your source. You're the source, image of source, okay? That means the light of electric. Somebody's using yours, and it may cause you where you're not able to electrify your own self. Too much on this side causes tilt, and then you're not equilibrium. Okay, go watch the movie, right? So you get to understanding what's really going on. It's all together, right? And we're talking about abilities of seer, clairaudience, all the things that you're unique. You got it all. We all the same, but how you use it, proper or improper. That is, it's got their sex appeal. Then we got that sucky energy, that fire and desire. Tina Marie and Rick James again. That's about fire. That means sex. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody doing something too much with that orange chakra, that sacral chakra. Too much. Where it causes problems with another person not able to balance them own self. They fooling. That's that twin. That's the emperor hanging on that fin. See that right there? There's some flowers on their hand. That's gonna tell you the energy. Right there. That's an emperor. Beautiful. Matter of fact, it's an emperor. It's like a flower, but also it's green beans at that. It's beautiful. It kind of look like honeysuckles, but they're not. But they still sweet. And guess what? Those little birds, the hummingbirds, they always come around, and they sweet. They always around, and they very. I'm going. It's like it's the good to be looking for it, and it's beautiful. I got birds right here with the tree. That means tell you about what's going on in the tree. You know, long talk about. the parrot gonna tell you about what it is. Tweety rocking, and that's that. They are always I'm telling you rocking. When you see those robin, they're gonna always around, or the robin ones, and it's gonna tell you about in them trees somebody trying to get it in. This is fruits. Fruits has to do with sex. All right, it means having. I gotta say, it's love, sex. It is fire. Somebody's doing too much with the wands. Okay,
You know, somebody says, just say no, so another person can have their own balance. Don't take it all away from one person because of you can't you oversex. The Emperor is can be in that energy. He oversex. He's trying to get in, and I keep hearing the woodpecker. When that woodpecker on that wood, that's man. That's the masculines that want to come in. They want to come in. They want to bang on that wood. If that makes sense, that's Houston energy. That is the energy of his. Okay. Now we go all the way about Houston, and he's in here now. His energy on that wood, and that's that chopping and screw right now, because that's what we're on here, chopping and screw. As a person want to either chop in one or they want to hit on that wood. As that makes sense. See, you know, they give you Texas energy, Houston. I already got B energy in here as well. Got Beyonce up here. See, there we go. See, it's all together. It's just certain things pulling energy because it's probably concerts or things that they having right now. A lot of things going on. You know, ain't always negative. It can be positive because the energy is there. But it's also giving you that, I don't know why they don't want me to call it in here. And things happen right now on YouTube with the chopping wood of Houston and all the stuff that was happening a long time. That's Pimp C. So Pimp C got to do with Pimp C. It's the present. Pimp C. Right there, that purple energy. Alright? So they give you like the Houston. Could be a stain on Houston on that energy right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. Drama with the present right now. It's outside on YouTube. So, you know, we always give drinks and pour out the liquor when a person passed. You know what I'm saying? We represent. Let's see, anything else? Oh, it's about transmitting, because this is about the time of it, about reality, the virtual, what's really going on. It has to do with influencing children, and we're at a time when we on this energy of this grandmas and daughters and what somebody shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda done, and who done shotgun and all that stuff. We all back the guns and the screens of devices and things we doing behind the shadow, mask, zero, energy, shadow on, eclipse, align, time's up. It's like now your time's up is to be aligned and to be whatever. So now you think you really are in control. Somebody is controlling that now. It's like, it's more of a controlling, more, it's more to me, sometimes it's more of a weaponizing and not to know. It's like somehow where it seemed like the more energy, a long time ago we had those police, what is it called? We in the bad boy energy. There it is. So that means what you gonna do, you know, that was like at a point in time, 1990s, I believe. We were watching all about the bad boys and stuff, and I believe Bad Boys finna come out in the movie too. So they give you the energy. It's like now it's like the cops don't have to do as much now. So it's the weaponizing of how to watch what you're doing. They give you the what do you call it? I just said it. And that communication is gonna give y'all what's going on with me. It's communication. Somebody's trying to stop your stalling into what you're doing in that Gemini communication, stalling. So we talking about it's called minor report, and that's Tom Cruise energy. Okay, that's got to do with your speech, how you speak, stalling the information that you need to be putting out. Right, influencing somebody is jealous or influencing about what you're doing, or they're causing where you're foggy and not able to do what you need to do. If the mic check ain't, is mean that it's lowering your microphone due for reason, because either they want you to shut up or to be silent. Is that another way to see it? So you have to use your influences, but also your intuition of your antennas that they're trying to speak. They're trying to tell you, be silent. So if that resonates. Now, this got to do with excellent. E-cellet. It could be E, earthly, or something in X as a cellet. It could be in the prison. Hello, somebody. Mean it has to do with mark. Something been signed and delivered. A lot of has to do with child rearing. And I believe Aliana is on that. Also, I gives, I forgot her name. I cannot. And I got the book. Ain't there something? I got both of the books. This is a philosophy. This is written authors here. These are the women. These are the ones controlled. These are high. These are here as the ancestors to speak. So when they are in that in line, when they speak and they talking about the children, and this one is, what about the little boy? This is the boy that cried, and this also the cries of the women too. But if the men is not in the family of the BET, of the television of influencing, and if that is all of us as B was A and B is all blood up in the skin, it's blood in, blood out, right? Blood in is blue, and then what's out and brings purple. So why I'm saying that, I'm talking about the all 12 of the grand, and also has the 13 too, because understanding that just added another 13 for a reason, because that's transformation. Okay, that's been added, but not necessarily. It was just hanging for what reason it was coming. So I'm understanding this about the men and why they're in a predicament, and when the function of the mothering is out here to teach for reason. We're here to teach, and the reason why was not to be said and to be put in place. Time's up for all of that, because you have to have the mothering. Mother's important. It's very important. And when the mother is been absent, and wonder why the masculine asks a certain thing, same thing as the feminine too. But understand at a certain type of age, things has been done purposely, done to children, to cause and stall things that's supposed to be. And when they get older, and why? There it is, why. It's very important. Why? To stop a child and to be stunned so they can't be the abilities that's been given for reasons. So that's like things that we need to understand that. Okay. So when you're going back to about the functions and the mothering part, some people shouldn't be mothering, and some people think that you should. You know, some people can't have children, some can, and if you can't, then you find a way to birth anew. Does that make sense? I think a lot of people that at a certain age and they have a lot of children, they be adults, and then they come back and they get a lot of pets. If the animal is around, since it is, we got animal energy. So there's 3 cards in here. 3 gonna give you Empress energy. Again, it's birthing. All again, it's all together. It's like, it's all in line. Okay? So, I just had in the 23rd. 2/3, right? Give you 5th the inner elements, give you back as the Hierophant again. There it is again. So, this is what this is about: birth. Also give you scientific abilities, give you a study, transmission, biology, and traits, and electric current. Electric current, because sometimes you might have a one of your circuit is not working, and it trips you off. That means a car that has to do with the chariot. So if that resonates to somebody. I don't see anything in here. It says difficulties and being ignored. External or what they is orientation directs toward the family. Back at BET again, family in. Number 4, indoors, either in the place of a house in and coming out of that. Even somebody's, if you're not happy in where you're home, then you have to travel to the next destination. That means something either that is family, that is difficulties and having issues in your home, and then it causes issues on the outside, or either someone's trying to put that energy and cause where your whole house is family, it's separated in division. Okay, but that's what that is. But that's the point of the tricks, right? And the villains is out here for a reason. It says that the devil comes out to do it again, right? There he is again. Then we talk about devils and then archangels and stuff. See, everything is connected. So black and white, who's which one, right? And I always say, who sent you? Because you want to know who sent it. And understand, I think the last one, it was the evil queen. It had sugar and salt. Then it's like confusion, because too much is confusional, right? That means somebody doing too much behind improper of the gifts, abilities that's been given of the 5 elements of this energy. So anything else I'm gonna say is always create. It's about create. Also, it had something in here a while ago. I was looking in here. It's about the house, about your work. Understand that sticks is about the work and competition and challenge. Because honey, I'm telling you, it's the work, what you do, and everything is influence of LLCs and building everything. Then you already know that has to do with the goat, and the goat goes all the way to the devil. Either gonna be improper or not. And that go back to earthly again about building, think about fruits and everything. And here come the one causing problems in your chakra, and in your stomach, and there's orange and stuff. And orange give you about prison and ward, and all that stuff is all tied too. There it is again. So it's about a lot. It's about you, but it's what you do. But what's all connect? It means electric or transmission of transform. Then you got that. I'm waiting on a new one. New transformers, and maybe I think we just had one, but it's like everything in here in line, and a lot to do with expanding and changing, and social aspects of regular job will extremely reward to them. Now you know you're supposed to be doing something. You know, I started doing something else. I said, well, hell, I can't go this way. Let me go this way. I was going all kinds of ways. I said, hell, I was already, and I said, hell gonna give you what the issue. There you go. The energy is about the devil, right? And the devil that came back to do what you're supposed to be doing. And that will call directed. If it's attachment to, in that energy, that means hanging around, where you ain't even had no issues about that point. But when you turn around, because either they is trying to turn you around where you're supposed to be, but then you go another direction and they come back, you're like, which one is it? You know, and then I said, well, the devil comes back to do it again. Then I said, well, in the Bible, which is about the worksheet to me is diving, divingly is divine, all of the same. Okay, it's just person, place, and thing. It's just different type. They don't want you to change stuff. They don't want to do this. They want that. And then you got issues. I'm like, oh, which one is it? It's to the point, just be yourself. But at a point in time, I'm saying that it's about the earthly things with the goat. You know what I'm saying? And then you cause issues of the negative factor of thoughts of the realm of the shadow that's hanging up in here, which when the Saturn energy, then you got that, and hanging, it's like dangling in between of heavens and earth, right? And then cause problems because you don't even know what's really going on, because in order to get the understanding about who you really are, you have to come out of certain things and knowing that it's all is, but not separation, division. Because one place give me right here, you ain't got all of it. You need it all, honey, in order to understand about who you really are. This is the reason why I, as my aspect, and had to understand that about more than what it is about one thing. Okay. So there could be somebody in that what they call it, separation part of things. You know, sometimes it's like you separate and then bring back to a whole. It makes sense. Or sometimes it's either separating everything that you can't even get a whole. It makes sense. And it also has to do with start feeling trapped. Then I said about the prison and the warden, it's important me. I mean, warden and that energy of prison. You know, we all fall in together, because you can't be as the shadow and to watch another person, and that the other person's in a prison, then the person is the watching is in there too. Then some people is behind the classroom, but then the teacher is not getting the recognition that is needed, right? And then we all fall in of a tower because nobody's not understanding that. Let's move on. Music is a very, it said music made relaxing of a hobby. I do love music. Okay, it keeps me peace within, knowing what I do daily. It's also gonna give me the information what's going on too, if that resonates. See anything else in here? Frustrated. It has to do with things go smoothly may lead them to overly self-sacrificing consequences, frustrated at this time. And it means also to speak out about the own wants and what you need, and also has to do with fear of rejection. But this is all in order, and that has the root chakra, because that gives you the information. A lot of it is the emperor causing problems, and that's really is, I ain't gonna lie, the emperor is causing problems with his wand. Okay, you messing around with the orange chakra, there it is. What do you want, a markable, or what do you want to call it? The mercury's energy, markable. All right, that's got to do with realm, shadow, illuminating hidden things behind subconscious, right? Dream state, dancers in dream states, music, all this together. Speak, influencing, and what else in here? It's about to realize that the price that paid. It has the self-realization of number 20 about what it, maybe it could be consequent of frustration. Give you approval, gain, and debility of sense individual. See, like I say, that it's equally true for both men and women. Then we're back at twin energy of Gemini again. So everything's in order. So let me see what it says here. The advice: take care of yourself a bit more and try to keep impulsive nature under control. Look to your serious side, not and then. Now and then. Okay? Now and then. Don't be too eager to please. Got a lot of stuff in here that's attractive, convincing, mentally active. Weakness is the hasty, self-sacrificing, and self-unaware. Everything's in line. Okay? So I got to do with chess on here. I'm telling you, a lot of information here. A lot. Let's see anything else in here. Oh, yep. Hierophant is the entrepreneur of the sacred mysteries, who is the symbolic of human understanding of faith. And it's about knowledge and foreknowledge. This is what this is about. I'm talking about the 5 elements, and it's a time for this, marriages and all kinds of things, but also it gives you the elements about what you have as aspects, right? And it gives you authority over on the scene. So what's been hid behind the scene is a psychic ability of clairaudience and clairsentient, for it to understand about what's really going on here, right? So it's about the there go right here, abstinence. That means take it off the plate. Okay, a lot of little things with that. Plot, play out. What's really going on? It got a lot to do with the energy of what to tell you, Rome energy, Egypt energy, kingdoms of the apes. All this in here. It's all here. It's balancing. How can you? And it's about proper interpretation, unfavor, traits, moralizing, bombast, and dogmatism or something like that. It got to do with dog. It has to do with Egypt. And it also, like I say, if somebody's a doggy world, and if a woman is, like I said, it's like, that gives you, to me, it's like the freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Give you freaky 69 God. And first it said, the first thing it started, I see people. Give you what? The sixth sense. Six again, friend. Psyche abilities, and see about dead, and rebirth. Sometimes people don't transform to the next. They just linger for reasons and causing problems. Be shadowing yourself. Plugging on. All right, y'all. You know, I can go now. I know it's an hour and 13 out here. See death and transference. They see everything is connected. Them hours. The man telling me the hours. Like, no, it's hertz, frequencies. It's all together. It's in here. Believe in your own magic. You know, we all the same. It's just titles. The ones that say you can't, it's because they know they are. You got the gifts. And they still, you have the gifts, but some of them, they take all of everything. They take it all. They don't want to see you out here because you gifted. And it's sad. It's enough room in the stars. You got that stars in there. You got same the music and the sounds and the lyrics. It's gonna tell you everything what's going on. Stars, I think that was Saza and the Saturn and stars, and that I think 6 years ago. It's gonna give you that Lamar. They're trying to stop it. See, trying to stop it. Microphone check on 1. Please. Or not. Boy. This is true. People, we are so gifted. Go is in the round. 115 on there. Watch. It's hanging. So, devil come back, do it again. The villains. Alright? Your family. When a person is doing something they need to do, let them do it. Don't stall them. Because if you interfere with their business, they should have just left you alone. And then we had no problem. And there it is if that's somebody. Let's see what we got. Let me see. I like to let it just come out like this. So what it pops out, so I don't be directing. But 9 or 10 is just whatever you pick is gonna be what it is. Everything is right. It's just when you second guess and you be slow a little bit, and then you end up while other people take your abilities and talents. Still wrong. In that classroom of shadow of tapping. That wood, knocking on that wood with that. Yeah. Here it is. The storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. An end. It's a storm. You know what that is? That's 44 protection. Orange and blue. Orange has to do with sacral. Blue has to do with communication. So, with that, it's giving you a lot of information about the stomach, emotional, what you eat. Stomach's gonna know. Stomach turning, telling you what's really going on about your communication. There it is. There. Storm has to do with the Empress energy, flower energy. Right? It's about storm. Storm could be Marvel. That is, cat storm has to do with the lightning and the storm. Right? She was all white hair, I believe, on Marvel. I think they do a Halle Berry energy right there. Now, see, she's walking, and she walking in like little puddles. Like now, it's raining, and the moon, when the moon in there, is water coming, and she's stepping in. It's kind of give you the energy. The stepping has to do with time Aquarius. Look, you know how it is, the water barrier Aquarius. You got the water. That's what that's in there too. So this particular one, this is an Empress, and it's her time. Time Aquarius. It's the energy. Her time. Is it time not or time yet? Or is it solar return? This is her time. Just overflowing her cup. But there's a storm coming in here. For reason. This is what I said. Don't trouble the water. Don't trouble the water. Okay? There it is. This is the problem right here. So now, when you see that, then the problem is with the problem with this. It is talking about a dog. Female dog. And that is the dog. That information. Nobody don't like that BITCH, but I'm not in here for the children in here. The children's here. Somebody should have done that with the birds and the bees and a sycamore tree. Because this got to do with that. Okay, that's got to do with love and sex, and they should have done that a long time ago. You got to figure out how to hold with another person, right? But this one here is mad. You gotta, like, hear the witch, stand up for yourself, because you gotta let these people. If she don't acting like that, she got fleas and ticks. When you know what fleas and ticks got to do with fees, and baby, and when you got to deal with a witch, the malevolent of that energy of witching, with moon of this flower, come in between of that, because you know that's kind of like that's gonna give you the energy with those dark nails and all of that. They're gonna give you that. Now, I'm not saying that she ain't a bad one or nothing. I'm just saying this is what's going on, and it's got to do with these two right here. You're gonna mess with the trouble of water, and that's what's gonna happen. Is a tower. It's gonna tell you right there. With the 4-4 got protection. She got that crown over her head. She got protection. She got that purple energy, and she ain't got to worry about nothing. But the other one, she's sitting there lingering there. The devil, she devil, has to do with hunter. That's the energy. That's what I'm talking about. Influencing what we do daily. It's like improper and not proper, right? Mess with the water because it has to do with a tower. And if you pay attention, to like a mountain, right? Like kind of like something, but it got to do with your hands though. It's a light. It got a match. You know what that match gonna give you? That electric of different of the wires. And if that's the case, it got to do with the movie Wires. But I was gonna tell you about that burnt as candlelight. But it's a match. That means that's what she's bringing. She's bringing that match. Have you felt the match? That means that is what she's causing problems. And that has to do with your electric currency or to weaponize. And that's what she coming for. Electric mother. Ain't always proper or improper. Wicked. But you need to stand between these witches that you dealing with. Karma is going to be a result with it, with that falling towers. Give me 33 in here. 33 going to give you the mission and what's really going on, left or right. Right? There it is. Right? It's going to give you nostalgia. There it is again. That's the reason I don't want me too much. And I'm just giving out Tekana. Giving you technology of they using, weaponizing for nostalgia. Focus on here and now. You're supposed to. But if you got a problem with this particular one, burnt match causing problems. Alright? And then giving you what? 37. Gray endings. There it is. Gray. So you got mission. You got 3 and 7 too. And you look it up here, it's like the rainbow colors. And here it is, the clover. Back again. And it says, release your gift. 21 is the world. Release. I think I started with 21. Okay, then you got sun. So I keep on going. This is going to tell y'all information. The clover is the flower. Release the gift. Might as well. The justice of it, sun. Sun gonna give you the justice. Ooh. Nostalgia. Okay, they got to. Oh, technology. They didn't fail on that card. Okay, that's the point of it. Nostalgia. But anyway, the sun is to paint the sun back into your sky. That's got to do with you. Paint. Right? So, let you know that maybe the technology maybe had to do with the kingdoms of apes. Maybe they have something to do with that. So, to my understanding, you need the energy to come back to build again. So, they need certain things in order to do stuff. They had to go back to past. To me, it's like a person had to go back into something. They come back to bring out to about surviving and how to survive it. If that makes sense. Spaceship is don't be afraid to sing. This got the Pisces energy. And then here we go with the villains. And I said about villains, look at that. Villain again, 38. You can always rewrite the story. because that's the reason about it. You can rewrite it. That's why the burnt in, I guess, burnt in to clean a slate of a tree, of Akashic records, and to being, you know, take things where it was and to clean it. I get it, but sometimes you go in that south node, you stay in there too much. But then if the energy is here for a reason, it's to come out of that, to learn from it. You're supposed to learn from it, not somebody to stop a person that can. Because this is how you're gonna be cleaning. If it's been hidden, everything in the sun is absorbing, but it's overflowing with the cup has fell off. That means everything that's been done has done and fell. It's all in the environment, so it's hanging here. The next one is escape. I'm gonna leave it right there. It says come home to yourself. To remember and come home into yourself. That means give you back as a gazelle. Past, all right, brings back to you all the cultures, ancestry cultures that's been passed down, and that is create and magician about you. Come home and remember of that was given. Okay, still give you the energy of function of flower moon. Okay, so that is connect. So everything's here for a reason. So now I think I done gave so much in here that really, to be honest, I just kind of think that the moon is just, it's been aligned for things and to clean it. And you try to find a way to keep it balanced when you're dealing with so much perception and deception in this world. And it is. You have to make it good, but not improper. Because sometimes they're only here to trip you. That's a lot that it's giving you. All of this in order. Let's see. Yep, 43, 16, 37. This may be somebody lot of numbers. You might need that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But you know, like I said, be good to yourself. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day.